My name's Nick, and I'm from Australia, and I'm 29 years old. So I decided to do the 2 week retreat. Yeah, I was tossing up between 1 or 2 weeks, but after kind of hearing about other people's experiences and speaking to a couple of people, most people said the longer the better. So I'm lucky enough to kind of have that time to be able to do the full 2 weeks, which I did. It's just been a powerful experience, like the most powerful experience of my life. It's really hard to kind of summarize the experience, like the 2 week experience, because it just felt like every day, every ceremony, every journey was just so different, and I was kind of experiencing such different things, and I kind of like experienced like the full array of kind of like emotion and life it felt. So it feels hard to kind of summarize it, but I would definitely say powerful overall, and it felt a lot longer than 2 weeks. It felt like a lot of life work in a short period of time. I guess before I came, this is the first time I've tried ayahuasca, but I have had some experience with mushrooms and some other psychedelics in the past, and I guess from my experiences with those, I kind of could, particularly with mushrooms, I could see the healing kind of potential within these, and just with a lot of the experiences I'd had. But I guess coming and doing ayahuasca, it was a very different experience for me. It was healing like the others, but it was just like on such a deeper level, just a more intense level. And I guess kind of in terms of like how my views changed of it, I guess like my experiences with ayahuasca showed me that it heals me not only on that psychological, spiritual level. It's a physical process as well. It really kind of works on all those three levels of my being. So yeah, it's really just kind of re-emphasize how powerful these plants are, and you know, if we're really honest with ourselves and open to heal, we can actually get to the root of a lot of our kind of suffering in quite a short period of time. Before coming to do this, like I was kind of looking into like where to do ayahuasca for a while, and I'll definitely say like for me there's a lot of factors, and for me like the shamans who are running the ceremony was the most important factor for me, because I understood how important, when you go into these states, these deep states, how important it is to feel safe, to feel protected, to feel like someone's there for you, looking out for you. So, you know, from my research, I kind of landed on La Luna, and I really felt like that kind of ticked that big box for me. And I guess after my experience, it's kind of just it's kind of confirmed those ideas I had before coming in, because I just felt like the shamans here, and particularly Guido and Leonardo, they you can kind of just feel their experience, and you can feel their energy, and you can feel them guiding the ceremony. And it's like no two ceremonies are the same, because it's like there's different people, and everyone's dealing with different things in each ceremony, and you can really feel them guide the ceremony based on what people are experiencing. And I guess just the power of kind of the Icaros, that was something for me that I found to be quite a strong guide, particularly through some of those more challenging moments in the experience. And yeah, I've just got so much love for the shamans and what they did here, because it was a really big part of kind of what I was able to get out of the experience. Yeah, I really feel like the structure of the week was very good. Like the real emphasis was on the ceremonies. It's like because that's kind of what we come here for, and I feel like we didn't try to cram too much in it. So it was really kind of the ceremonies at night, and that preparation for that, and then kind of during the day in the morning we'd have breakfast, and then we'd have the integration sessions, which are just as powerful as the ceremonies in a sense, because it's like you have these powerful experiences, and then it's like it's talking about it and getting it out there, and getting other people's thoughts and opinions and perspective on what you experienced was a really important part of that healing process for me, and I know many others who were here. And I feel like it was a really good number of people who were here, because that's another thing that was really important to me. I didn't want to do ceremonies with lots of people, and I think in the first week there were like 8 of us, and then in the second week there was maybe 10, and I felt that like that group size was quite good. So yeah, I was really happy with that, and it also, when you have a smaller group size, you're able to just really connect with everyone on a deeper level, and it's like that kind of shared kind of experience, and everyone's kind of going through and battling every ceremony. Everyone's so courageous and doing their work, and then coming together is so beautiful after that. And I found the kind of daily yoga sessions really helpful for me as well. Particularly just before going into the ceremonies, I felt that was really grounding, and kind of just put me in the right mindset, both physically and mentally, going into the ceremonies. Yeah, well, I think if you're considering it, like, I think you need to understand it is a powerful medicine. There's no beating around it. It is challenging. It's gonna challenge you to its core. You're gonna kind of be faced with things that you really need to face. So I'd be lying if I was to say it's easy, but I definitely feel as though the environment that you're in really can help facilitate that deeper kind of experience and connection and challenges that you had to face. And I really felt like La Luna was able to provide that for me. But in saying that, it was still the work that I had to do, and every ceremony was challenging, and I would just recommend people to take the plunge. Just do it. I think what I really like about La Luna as well is how they kind of build up the ceremony. So it's like you start with a small dose, so you kind of familiarize with yourself with the medicine, and so it's not like you're plunging into kind of like this huge dose and right off the bat. So you get kind of familiar with it on a physical, on a spiritual level, and then it kind of slowly increases, and then you form this relationship with the medicine, and then it's like when you're ready, then you can have that deeper experience. And I just think it's like I would just recommend people to take the plunge, and just the amount of growth that I've been able to take out of a 2-week period. I'm just so incredibly grateful for that. I can't think of a faster way to kind of just grow and form that connection with yourself, and get you to where you really need to and want to go in life.